Well, well, well. What do we have here? I'll tell you what we have here. We have lesson 16. It's Wednesday, April the 22nd, and we are making progress, even though we're in a pandemic. Okay, so here we go. We're still solving systems of equations. And you go, what is that? It's what we've been doing. It was called elimination, the opposite method. Well, the problems are going to still look the same, but we're going to solve them using graphing. Now, I know that you already know how to graph. That's why I'm just going to do one example to kind of refresh in your memory and only give you 2 homework problems. But instead of graphing one line like we have in the past, we're graphing 2 lines, and today they do intersect. Now tomorrow we also graph, but they may or may not intersect. Okay, so here we go. I've already got it kind of set up for you. Didn't have a yardstick, don't have graph paper for my board, so just got a ruler out and marked it off every 2 inches. Okay, so hopefully that's good enough for you can see. If you have graph paper, please use it, that and a ruler, because you want to get the point at where these lines cross, and if you use graph paper, it will be accurate. All right, you'll see as we go along. Now, there's a formula that you need that helps you graph. It's called slope-intercept. Well, what was slope-intercept? Y equal mx plus b. So right here, we've got to rearrange our problem so it's the y first, then the equal sign, your x, and then that plus b is your y-intercept, or it's just going to be that number that's at the end after you get it in y equal mx plus b form. So I'm going to keep my y because I'm following the formula. They have an equal, so I'm going to bring down my equal. I need the x variable right behind my equal sign. It's in the wrong spot. Easy fix. Just move it to the right spot and change the sign. So that positive 2x becomes a negative 2x, and then bring down your minus 8. Now, if there would have been a number in front of y, like 3 or something, we would have divided by that number. But there's not a number, okay? So we keep going. We've got this looking like that now. So you stop and you go, there's 2 things you need to graph. You need your slope and you need your y-intercept. So slope is the number in front of x. So your slope number is negative 2. But you want to make it a fraction. Why? Because you're graphing. That's why. If we weren't graphing, we would not have made it a fraction. But we need to see our rise number and we need to see our run number. So that's why you need to see both of them. This other number is called your y-intercept. So the abbreviation for that is B, and that is negative 8. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and graph this line right here. And usually when we were graphing a line, we just use 2 points. Today I keep going because it's going to be important that you keep your line straight so you get the right answer. Okay, so you graph this number first. This is your y-intercept. So this number is negative 8, and it's going to land on your y-axis. So you go to your y-axis and you put your first point on negative 8. Then you're going to use the other number, negative 2 over 1, to find the rest of your points. Now, listen to this. That's a negative 2. So that means go down 2. And that's a positive 1. So that means go down right 1. But if I did that, I would be going off my graph. And I don't have any more room. So that's why I'm going to reverse it. Instead of going down, I can go up, but instead of going right, I would have to go left. And that will make me back on my graph. So that's what I'm going to choose to do. So I'm going to do it several times. I'm going to go up 2, and then I'm going to go left 1, okay? Try to keep this as lined up as possible. And then I'm going to do that again. I'm going to go up 2, and then I'm going to go left 1. So about right there. I think I'm going to do it one more time, then we'll call it quits. Up 2 and right 1. Okay, so let me see. 1, 2, okay, about right there. Now, I'm going to draw the straightest line that I can and hope that this works out. Okay, here I go. I really need a yardstick. As you can see, I kind of missed that point right there. Okay, it's close. It's not exact as good. It's not as good as graph paper. All right, so now you go, okay, I got my one line done. Okay, check. But we have another line. Now, this line is even easier because it's already in y equal mx plus b form. So you don't have to move anything around because it's already in the right order. Yoo-hoo! So, slope is the number in front of x, which is 3. And I'm putting it over 1 because I'm graphing. Okay, so make it into a fraction if it's not a fraction. And the 2 is your y-intercept number. Okay, which one do you graph first? The 2, the y-intercept. So you go to the y-axis. What number on the y-axis? 2. Now, to get your other points, you are going to do your slope. Slope is up 3 and right 1. Doggone it. If I went up 3 and right 1, I'd be off my graph. So again, I'm going, instead of up 3 and right 1, I'm going to choose to go down 3, change my directions, and instead of right 1, I would have to go left 1. Okay, so let's try that. Go down 3, down 3. 1, 2, 3, and then left 1. Okay, let me try that again. 1, 2, 3, and left 1. And then you draw that line. You would have a ruler. This is too big for a ruler. I need a yardstick. You would draw the best line possible. It's a little crooked. But you can see that it crosses right there. Now, don't leave me hanging. What is that point of intersection? Where do they cross? Well, it's going to be an ordered pair, just like elimination was an ordered pair. You got an X and you got a Y. When you're reading a point, you read off the X-axis first. That reads to be -2. Now you're going to line it up with the Y-axis. That looks like it's -4. And the only way you can get an accurate answer is by keeping everything the same measurement. So before I made my video, I did that. I got a ruler, and it wasn't long enough, but anyway, I did the best I could, and I tried to get everything straight, and still wasn't sure it was going to work out, but it did. So anyway, you can't do like this. This will not get you the right answer. You can't just throw it up there. Okay, that would get you way off. Your lines aren't straight. The hash marks are evenly spaced apart. And that's what graph paper does for you. It keeps you accurate. All right. Well, that was a pretty short video. There's more tomorrow. Okay, so let me get you your 2 problems. and hold them up for you. Okay, lesson 16, the 22nd. There's your two problems. Graph those, and they should cross at a point. And then the second one, tried to pick stuff that wasn't too out of range, like -30, 45. Ooh, that would have been hard. Okay, just easy graphing. All right, hey, it's a good day. I'm still living life. Mowed the yard, raked the leaves, doing videos, grading papers. You are doing so good. This has been good for some of y'all's grades. And just keep watching the videos, keep sending me your work. And listen, I appreciate you so much. Without you, I couldn't be a teacher. And teaching is one of the things that I love the most. That and teenagers are just a lot of fun. All right, talk to you later and have a good day. Bye.